The Mandalorian Season 2, Episode 7 sets the stage for what is sure to be an epic finale. Let's talk about some of the things that happened in Episode 7 that just set up the stakes and insanity that we are going to see in this final episode. What's up, everybody? It's Josh. Welcome back to the channel. Smash that like button and make sure you're subscribed, as we're going to be dropping multiple videos a day, and YouTube's really bad about letting you know about all of those unless you are subscribed. Now, I'm going to be honest and let everybody know that Episode 7 was not my favorite episode of this season. I was expecting something different. I was expecting something a little bit more from the episode, and I know that's not necessarily how everybody else feels about it. A lot of people love this episode, but for me, it was kind of a letdown.
It's treason.
But having said that, there are some really interesting developments in this episode that I think just really service to show the emotional connection that Din has to Grogu. And in some ways, it just kind of shows that Din is willing to literally give up his code. He is willing to just do anything to get Grogu back, and at the end of the episode, this is all sort of galvanized with him sending the message to Moff Gideon and literally saying to him that he means more to me than you could ever know, and soon he will be back with me, sort of repeating a version of the line that Gideon gave to him in season 1. Very cool, very chilling stuff. I had the vibes of Beatrix Kiddo from the Kill Bill movies, like literally like this dude is crossing names off his list and he is coming to get that Grogu. The episode also sets up this squad that we now have with Cara, Boba, and Fennec, and their ability to take out Imperials, to infiltrate this massive base, to gun their way out of it. I mean, they're a very capable team. You have the sharpshooter with Fennec. Cara seems like she's really good at shooting as well. And then, of course, you have Boba frickin' Fett and Slave One. And I've seen a lot of people talking about how important Slave One is, the fact that it drops that thermal detonator and that awesome sound that we all love. But I mean, that ship, Slave One, is super capable. This thing can do a lot of damage to even a big cruiser like the one Gideon is in. I mean, this is a very powerful battleship, and it's exciting because we're literally just set up sort of now knowing Din Djarin is hell-bent on going right at Gideon, and I love that he's not trying stealth. He's literally just like, dude, I'm coming for you, I'm getting you. And then you've got Fennec, Cara, and Boba. It's insane. Like, this is just a lot of firepower, and it's all kind of meant to just set up what I think is going to be a bizarre shootout, space battle, insane episode of action. And we also know on the other side of this coming battle that Gideon is formidable. A lot of his soldiers are formidable, but of course we have these dark troopers. These have been teased throughout the season. We see them in action, but we haven't seen them in combat yet. We can assume they're very tough. They're very tough to put down. They're going to be crazy. And so I think we're obviously going to see Din Djarin, Boba, Fennec, and Cara fighting against dark troopers and stormtroopers as they, you know, infiltrate this ship, as they try to blast their way into this. You might have Boba continuously outside just, you know, firing around with Slave One. Maybe they will end up on a planet. Because as many fans have pointed out, it looks as though Gideon is going towards a destination, okay? And he's going somewhere, or we can assume that the location that Din Djarin gets is not just where the ship is, because he literally is able to send a signal or a message to that Star Destroyer or to that cruiser, but he's also able to know where they are going. He knows where Gideon is going, and there's actually been several YouTubers and people on Reddit that are trying to discover the location of where Gideon is based on some screenshots from Episode 7 of the Star Chart. In fact, the homie Star Wars Theory did a crazy video sort of breaking it down. I believe that Theory believes it's going to be Camino, if I remember correctly, with the way he sort of charted it. I know some people are saying that it could be Tatooine, but it's likely some kind of a planet over there. Either way, it indicates that Din knows where Gideon is going. And so maybe Gideon is going to a place where there's more than just his cruiser, okay? There's a couple of different options. Maybe he's going to Camino, to Tatooine. Either way, there could be more Imperials there. But there's also the looming threat of the Seventh Fleet and Grand Admiral Thrawn, and this whole business that we saw with Ahsoka and these droids, these HK droids that have the Seventh Fleet symbol. And we believe that Thrawn is playing a big role in what is to come. And so there's a lot of possibilities for this final episode, but essentially what episode 7 sets up is a lot of character development for Din Djarin. He really bonds with Mayfield. Mayfield sees his face. He's willing to literally break his code, like break his solemn since he was a boy code to try to get information to try to save Grogu. So it just shows that, right? And then again, at the end of the episode, he has the whole Kill Bill moment.
You have something I want. You may think you have some idea what you are in possession of, but you do not.
And I just want to say, too, that I'm going to do a big preview video for the finale. We always do preview videos every Wednesday as we head towards the new episode. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss that. This week's going to be a very big preview video because I want to go into some big things, and I'll tease out a few of them. One is like Luke Skywalker and Ben Solo and the possibility of that coming into play in the finale. There's also the big possibility of Thrawn, and I want to sort of talk about that as well. So Thrawn, Luke Skywalker, Din Djarin, all of this stuff converging possibly in the finale, and I will do a big preview video on that. But that's it, ladies and gentlemen, all the craziness from episode 7 and how it sets up the finale of season 2. I of course want to know what you think about all this juiciness. How do you see the finale going down? Let us know, and of course stay tuned to the channel and check out our live streaming channel to stay up to date on all the content. As I always say, I hope you're having an awesome and a nerdy day, and I'll see you in the next video.